Did you know that with just 3 gentle touches right on your own body, you can restore the kind of morning energy you thought was gone forever? No pills. No machines. No gimmicks. Just your hands, your breath, and the right intention. It might sound too simple, but sometimes healing begins where effort ends. And today, I'll show you exactly how. Welcome, gentlemen. If you're over 60 and mornings no longer feel the way they used to, you're not alone. You might be waking up tired, stiff, or even disconnected from the strength and spark you once counted on. But let me reassure you, this isn't a sign that your body is giving up. It's simply a signal. A quiet cry from your nerves, your blood vessels, and your energy systems that they need a little help waking up. Here's the good news. You can reignite that morning spark, without pills, without side effects, and without waiting months. In today's video, I'll guide you through 3 simple yet powerful pressure points. These ancient techniques, backed by modern science, can help restore circulation, boost nerve sensitivity, and renew energy in under 10 minutes a day. This is for every man who misses feeling alive when the sun rises. Every man who wants to start his day with purpose, strength, and that quiet inner fire. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments, where are you watching from today? And if you care about men's health, vitality, and aging well, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss another tip. Let's get started. The truth about aging and blood flow. For many men, the decline in morning energy or sensation feels like a quiet, private defeat. It creeps in slowly. Maybe you start waking up feeling a little less refreshed. Maybe those early stirrings of desire become less frequent. And soon, a dangerous thought begins to form. Maybe this is just what happens when you get older. But here's the truth. It's not age that robs you of your vitality, it's stagnation. What most men don't realize is that their bodies are still fully capable. The blood vessels, the nerves, even the hormonal systems, they are all still there. They just haven't been activated in a while. Think of it like a car engine that hasn't been started. It doesn't mean the car is broken. It just needs a little circulation, a little warmth, and the right spark to come alive again. This is why circulation and nerve responsiveness are so important. Without healthy blood flow, your muscles stay stiff, your nerves go numb, and your energy stays trapped. But with the right kind of touch, intentional, targeted, and grounded in ancient wisdom, you can remind your body how to wake up. Gentle pressure in the right places can send signals deep into your nervous system, helping blood flow return and bringing life back into areas you may have thought were gone forever. Let's also acknowledge the emotional weight of this issue. Many men carry a silent shame. They don't talk about it. They quietly wonder if they are past their prime. But silence only deepens the disconnection. You're not broken. You're not done. You simply need to reconnect with your body, your breath, and your own sense of power. We've heard from men around the world who've tried these techniques and felt the difference. Bill, 67, from Arizona, wrote in saying, "I tried the first point for 3 mornings straight and couldn't believe how grounded I felt. It was like someone flipped a switch in my lower body." And from James, 72, in the UK, "I stopped relying on supplements and started doing this with my morning stretches. I feel more present, more awake, and yes, even in the bedroom." The body remembers. It just needs a reminder. And that's what these pressure points offer. A safe, natural, and empowering way to reconnect with the energy that's still inside you. Understanding the male energy system. To truly understand how these techniques work, we need to take a moment to explore how the male energy system functions, from both an Eastern and a Western perspective. In the Western world, we tend to focus on biology, hormones, blood pressure, vascular health, and nerve function. These are all critical, of course, but they only tell part of the story. From an Eastern viewpoint, especially in traditions like traditional Chinese medicine or Ayurveda, male vitality isn't just about chemistry, it's about flow. Flow of blood, flow of breath, and most importantly, flow of energy. These ancient systems describe energy pathways, called meridians or nadis, that run through the body like rivers. When these rivers are blocked, you feel tired, disconnected, or even emotionally flat. But when the energy flows freely, there's warmth, alertness, and strength. Interestingly, modern science is beginning to support this idea in its own language. Research shows that men who regularly stimulate certain pressure points can experience improved blood vessel elasticity and better nerve responsiveness. In other words, what the East has known for centuries, the West is just now beginning to catch up to. The pressure techniques you're about to learn aren't random massages. They are deliberate, focused touches designed to stimulate blood flow, wake up dormant nerve endings, and reactivate energy pathways that may have gone quiet over the years. Just a few minutes of mindful contact can send powerful signals throughout your neuromuscular system, telling your body, it's time to wake up again. But there's a key ingredient that makes this work: presence. You can't rush through it like another task on your to-do list. These techniques invite you to slow down and reconnect with your breath, your body, and your inner awareness. Breathing deeply as you apply the pressure brings oxygen into your tissues. It tells your nervous system that you're safe. And when your body feels safe, it can begin to heal and regenerate. Daily repetition is the final secret. You wouldn't go to the gym once and expect results. The same goes here. Just 5 to 10 minutes each morning can gradually restore circulation, sensitivity, and natural energy. The consistency rewires the body to expect flow again. And over time, you won't just notice it in the mornings, you'll feel it in your posture, your mood, your confidence, even your relationships. This isn't just physical. It's personal. And it's powerful. Pressure point 1, CV4, the power button. Now that we've laid the foundation, let's begin with the first and most essential pressure point, CV4, often referred to in Eastern traditions as the gate of origin, more simply, the power button. This point is located just above the pubic bone, right at the center of your lower abdomen. In traditional Chinese medicine, this area is known as the lower dantian, considered the core energy center for men. And it's no coincidence that this is where so much of your reproductive, hormonal, and circulatory vitality is stored. Over time, especially with aging or inactivity, this region can become stagnant. Blood flow slows, nerve signals weaken, and the sensation many men once took for granted starts to fade. But that doesn't mean it's gone, it simply means it's been quiet. By stimulating CV4, you're essentially pressing your internal reset switch. You're telling your body to start sending energy back to the source, to reignite the systems that fuel strength, stamina, and morning vitality. To activate this point, sit or lie comfortably and place 3 fingers just above your pubic bone. Apply gentle circular pressure using a clockwise motion. There's no need to press hard. This is about awareness, not force. Move slowly and breathe deeply. Let your breath rise and fall naturally as you massage for about 1 to 2 minutes. You may begin to feel warmth in the area or a gentle pulsing sensation. That's your body responding, its circulation reawakening, your nerves remembering. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. You don't need equipment, and you don't need anyone else. Just your own hands, your focus, and a few quiet moments. Many men find this point particularly grounding. It brings awareness back to the core, helps calm anxious thoughts, and reconnects you to your masculine center. As one viewer, Thomas, 70, put it, "I didn't realize how numb I'd become until I started doing this. After a few days, it was like someone turned the lights back on down there." CV4 is your foundation. It's where we begin, not just because it restores blood flow, but because it reminds you that the power to feel better has always been within you. You just have to press the right button. Pressure point 2, CV1, the energy lock. The second key pressure point we'll explore is CV1, known in traditional Chinese medicine as the meeting of yin, but we'll call it something more familiar, the energy lock. This point is located right between the anus and the scrotum, in the area called the perineum. Though it's one of the body's most discreet and private areas, it plays an incredibly important role in a man's energy, circulation, and sexual responsiveness. You see, the perineum acts like a central switchboard for your lower body. It's where multiple energy channels converge, and where nerve pathways involved in arousal, bladder control, and pelvic blood flow are most concentrated. Over time, this area can become tight, blocked, or understimulated, especially if you sit a lot, avoid movement, or have dealt with chronic tension or shame around your sexuality. But when you gently stimulate CV1, it's like flipping a breaker, restoring communication between your brain, spine, and reproductive system. To activate this point, you don't use your fingers. Instead, find a soft rolled-up towel or a small cushion and place it on a firm chair or yoga mat. Gently sit on it so that the pressure is applied directly to the perineum, not painful, just noticeable. Adjust your posture until it feels centered and comfortable. Then simply sit, breathe deeply, and allow your body to soften around the pressure. Stay here for 1 to 2 minutes, letting your breath move in and out slowly through your nose. What you're doing here is incredibly powerful. You're awakening pelvic circulation, allowing blood to reach areas that may have been undernourished for years. You're restoring nerve signal strength, which helps improve your body's natural erectile response. And perhaps just as importantly, you're learning to sit with yourself. No tension, no shame, just connection. Many men report feeling a surprising warmth or tingling sensation after a few days of this practice. Others describe it as a quiet emotional release, as if a weight they didn't realize they were carrying has finally lifted. One man, Carlos, age 68, said, "I always thought the spark was gone, but this one simple thing brought life back to my whole lower body." This is the kind of technique that doesn't just work, it reconnects. To your body, to your strength, and to the man you still are, deep down. Pressure point 3, SP12, 13, the inner thigh flow. Our third and final pressure point for today's practice focuses on a highly overlooked area, the inner thighs, specifically the line that runs from the crease at your groin down toward mid-thigh. This pathway includes 2 powerful acupuncture points, SP12 and SP13, which together act like an expressway for blood flow into the pelvic region. We call this one the inner thigh flow. Why does this matter? Because even if you stimulate the right areas around the core and pelvis, blocked or sluggish circulation in the thighs can choke off the full benefits. Many men unknowingly hold tightness and tension in this region, whether from long hours sitting, past injuries, or simply lack of movement. As a result, blood flow can be restricted before it even reaches the areas that need it most. By working this inner line, we help clear blockages, improve vascular elasticity, and ensure full delivery of oxygen-rich blood to the groin. Here's how to activate it. Sit comfortably or lie back with one leg slightly open to the side. Using your fingertips, gently press into the inner crease of your thigh, right where your leg meets your pelvis, and begin to slide downward along the line toward mid-thigh. Use steady, moderate pressure and move slowly. If you feel a tender or slightly sensitive spot, pause there, breathe into it, and let your fingers gently massage the area for a few seconds before continuing. Repeat this technique on each leg for about 1 to 2 minutes, always pairing it with slow, mindful breathing. What you may notice is a deep warmth spreading through the inner thigh and pelvis. That's the power of connection. You're not just loosening muscles, you're freeing trapped energy and restoring natural flow to your lower body. Some men report a renewed sense of vitality or ease in walking, standing, and even during intimacy. This is a deeply nurturing move, and it helps round out the full circuit we've been creating. You've activated the core, the center, and now the pathways. You've gone from powering on to unlocking to flowing. This is how your body begins to remember. 5 small daily habits that multiply the effect. Now that you've learned how to activate your core energy through these 3 powerful pressure points, it's time to talk about how to nurture those results. Think of the pressure points as seeds, simple but powerful activators of circulation, sensation, and energy. But like any seed, they need the right environment to grow. That's where these 5 small, daily habits come in. They're not complicated, but they are deeply effective. Together, they act as fertilizer, amplifying everything you've just learned and making the benefits last longer, go deeper, and feel more natural over time. First, start every morning with a glass of warm water. Not cold, not coffee, warm water. This simple habit hydrates your organs, stimulates digestion, and helps jumpstart blood circulation from the inside out. It's a quiet signal to your body, we're waking up now. Let's begin. Second, practice deep nasal breathing, especially during your pressure point routine. When you breathe through your nose, slow, controlled inhales and longer, gentle exhales, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the one responsible for healing, regeneration, and circulation. It calms the mind and helps your blood vessels open up, delivering more oxygen to the very areas you're trying to restore. Third, if you're serious about circulation and energy, it's time to cut out evening sugar. Sugar, especially before bed, stiffens your blood vessels and raises inflammation. It may give you a quick rush, but it robs you of morning vitality. Replacing evening sweets with something like herbal tea or a light protein snack can work wonders for your overnight recovery and blood flow. Fourth, make time every day for a 10 to 15-minute walk. This doesn't need to be fast or strenuous. A simple walk, especially outdoors, helps pump fresh blood into your legs, pelvis, and spine. It also moves lymphatic fluid, which supports detoxification and nerve function. For many men, walking right after doing the pressure points locks in the effects and leaves them feeling more energized and upright. And finally, learn to touch your body with mindfulness and respect. This isn't just about technique. It's about the intention behind it. Too many men have gone years, even decades, without truly connecting to their own body without shame, frustration, or numbness. These pressure points work best when approached with calm, care, and curiosity. Your body listens to how you treat it. The more kindness you show, the more it responds. Each of these habits on its own is simple. But when you stack them, when you hydrate, breathe, eat clean, move, and reconnect, they create a strong, supportive foundation. They nourish the energy you've just awakened. And over time, they don't just help you feel better in the mornings, they help you feel more alive throughout the entire day. Emotional integration, your body still listens. At this stage, it's important to pause and recognize something deeper. These techniques, the pressure points, the breath, the movement, they're not just physical routines. They're emotional medicine. They're quiet reminders that your body, no matter your age, still hears you. Still responds to you. Still wants to work with you. This isn't about chasing youth. It's not about pretending to be who you were at 30 or even 50. It's about reclaiming something far more meaningful, presence. The ability to wake up in the morning and feel grounded in your own skin. To feel steady, connected, and strong, not because your body is perfect, but because it's alive and it's yours. That's why I encourage you to turn this into more than just a technique. Make it a ritual. Light a candle. Put on soft music. Sit in silence. Let your breath guide your fingers. Let your hands become instruments of care. When you press CV4, CV1, and SP12, 13, Don't just think of it as stimulation, think of it as a conversation. A way to say, I'm still here. I still matter. I still care about this body and the life it carries. Because here's the quiet truth, your body never stopped listening. Even if you stopped speaking to it. Even if years have gone by in silence, frustration, or numbness. The moment you return, through touch, through breath, through presence, it welcomes you back without judgment. For some men, this may be the first time in years they've felt this level of connection. For others, it might stir emotions they didn't expect, grief, relief, even joy. That's okay. Let it come. Healing isn't always loud. Sometimes, it begins with the softest gesture. So as you continue this journey, remember, this practice is more than physical recovery, it's an act of self-respect. A way of saying to yourself, I may be aging, but I'm not fading. I'm still here. And I choose to show up. As we come to the end of this journey, I want to leave you with this. You don't need pills, prescriptions, or to be 25 again. What you truly need is something far more powerful, your own attention. The quiet, consistent kind. The kind that tells your body, I haven't given up on you. Because once you start listening to your body, you'll find that it's been listening to you all along. The 3 pressure points you've learned today aren't just physical techniques. They are gateways, ways to reconnect with your strength, your presence, your confidence. They offer you a way back home to yourself. So start small. Stay consistent. Be patient. And above all, trust that your body still knows the way. This isn't about youth, it's about vitality at any age. If today's video helped you feel more informed, more empowered, or simply more connected to yourself, I invite you to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this with another man who might need it. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.